Hello guys, it's the Crazy Mook here, and basically this is just the finish of that meeting, and I didn't record all of it. I recorded the first half an hour, and then I recorded about another 5 minutes, and then I was interrupted by one of my mates leaving, so I went to say goodbye rather than listen to that bloke's bullshit. No, I don't understand what his problem is. The fact that I don't know, it just felt very wordy and it just felt very biased, and I'm not entirely sure that why are we joining the M23. Quick, I'll rip my ML place off. Basically I thought that it wasn't very justified, and I thought that he wasn't exactly on side with us. And that mag bloke you saw standing on his left, or to the right of him, if you're looking at it from our point of view, he was actually part of the mag group, and there are times that I thought, you know, he was siding with him, and I don't know whose side, you know, I thought they were both supposed to be on the biker's side. And some of the bits that I didn't record was one bloke getting quite irate. I thought he was going to start throwing punches or something, but no, basically he started going on about, you know, do you ride motorcycles? I can't remember his name. Pete Skinner? That's him, yeah. He's like, do you ride motorcycles? Yes or no? And he's like, well, you know, I've ridden... And he's like, oh, you know, and he was just beating around the bush and not getting straight to the point. And anyway, the upshot of this was that, no, this bloke doesn't ride, hasn't ever ridden, he's just been pillioned once. Which sparked off another whole set of... I don't know, it just sort of, you know, and, you know, people were like, oh, why is he still up there, he didn't know where we're coming from and whatever. And basically, you know, they were saying that the modification side was, you don't modify your bike. This was trying to justify why the legislation against modifying should be stopped. It was, he said that you don't modify a bike to make it worse and unsafe. Okay, this is where this bloke was saying, he was like, by modifying your bike you're making it unsafe because it's not how the manufacturer intended it to be. Which is a load of bullshit, okay, because I can't remember if this bit was on tape or not, but he basically said that technology is always evolving, therefore, you know, you are always upgrading parts instead of having to purchase a whole new motorcycle. I just, you know, you don't buy modifications to make your bike worse, do you? And performance enhancing mods is not just top speed. You know, he was like, well, people buy things to increase power. That is not performance. Performance is handling, braking, acceleration, top speed. You know, there are loads of things you can do with performance. You know, that is just being very vague about it. Shit, speed camera. So basically, you know, he was like, well, what if I bought some performance brakes? That makes it safer. What if I brought some suspension and some better, lighter alloys which make the bike handle better? I could avoid an accident. That makes it better. And this is basically how he justified it. And I think he is very, absolutely 200% true. I don't think they've thought this law through. And the bloke who was leading the ride out this morning, he is actually the president for, oh goodness, I forgot what group he's with, but he is a very high up bloke in a quite big group, in one of these groups, and he basically interrupted this bloke, and he was basically saying that the piece of legislation and law, what would stop that from being steamrolled through anyway, because in parts of Germany, France, he did say another, Italy I think, are already sort of pushing it through anyway, regardless, you know. And I just feel like the bit of the bloke who you know, us bikers, we just sort of are there, and it just feels like they're appeasing us That's exactly what it feels like, and I don't know, I just felt like, I don't know, I just feel very angry, because it feels like, even though he was there and he was trying to sympathise with us, it was irrelevant, because it felt as though he'd already signed a bit of paper that pushed it through. And I don't think that's right somehow. So yeah, I thought I would come away from that with something. I thought I would come away and think, well, yeah, you know, here's how they looked at it. And I actually spoke to him. All the way through that first bit of recording, I was like, no, I'm just going to sit here, see how it plays out. I'm not the sort of person who would stand up and speak. I'm a quiet person, okay? I keep myself to myself. But my blood was boiling, I'm not even joking. And, oh, dear goodness, I just, I'm just sort of venting my frustration now. Goodness me. Yeah. And you know what is to stop manufacturers like Ducati and Suzuki and all those people, even companies outside the EU, putting, okay, say they put on a Prokovich or whatever it is exhaust, okay? That is how it comes out the factory, right? So therefore, as soon as it gets imported to the EU, it's perfectly fine and legal. But yet you know, what if they make performance parts standard parts? That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't think they've thought it through, because P&H, other than a bike showroom where you can buy motorcycles, they are actually part of you know, they do sell aftermarket performance parts, and you know, that part of the business would go down, and then what happens if they, you know, they shut down, and then what happens? Well, it's just stupid. And also, they said that they're not allowed to service the bikes anymore. P&H can only sell the motorcycles that they have there. They are no longer allowed to service it. How bloody stupid. Where is this going to end? Why are we pointing? Oh, jeez. What is happening here? I need to start a new video. I'm very aware of how long this has been going on for, and I just need to turn it off, get on with it. Where are they going? Here we go.